Hello, my name is Garx82, and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. Just checking out my farm. I have rearranged it a little bit. I took the barrel off and I'm just sending the items down because this is going to get clogged up. And yeah, as we can see, it is using my durability, but it's not using a whole lot. And I'm not sure if that is just the way tinkers work in the farming station, or is it because I actually have, I think, yeah, I have reinforced 4 on here, so that is most likely the reason it's not taking a lot of durability. But actually, I can go ahead and repair this. I'm going to need to find a better metal for this, but I think for now, just steel, and steel's okay for now until I kind of upgrade my blast furnace. But yeah, as we can see, that has quite a lot of durability on it, so the steel doesn't repair it much. So yeah, I would like to kind of get that upgraded sooner than later, but we'll just leave that for now. It's a bit hard to tell how fast this is running. I did go out and chop down a whole bunch of my trees just to kind of give the give this a buffer, because what I was finding was it would chop down a tree and then it would sometimes it wouldn't do a tall tree, it would just do a small tree, so it would only do about 9 or 10 logs. So I was actually wasting some charcoal, so it would only cook about 10. And so I decided I would chop down the trees over there and get kind of a bit of a buffer. And what I have kind of done here is the line comes in here. I can actually get rid of some of that. So here comes the trees, and then I have them connected. It's a bit hard to tell, but both of these are connected. So it's going to go into this barrel, and since it can't fit in there, it'll go into this barrel. So those are just kind of filling up. I rearranged this a little bit. I covered up the cables just to kind of make it a little nicer with foil. I just put steel foil on there, same as these. And haven't replaced this yet. I'm working on that right now. So yeah, the items come in, the spruce and the saplings, and then I have a second conveyor belt coming out this side into the blast furnace. And then if we look under, apparently my magnesite vein is underneath here. I didn't realize it was that shallow. That's kind of funny. And we go again. Is that kind of like an outtake? I feel like that was a bit of an outtake. So let's cover that up. What I did was have the conveyor belt importing into the pipes, and then I guess we could. Why don't we just kind of clear out a little bit in here? It exports into the pipes, and then the first one, it'll try to put it back in the blast furnace. So I believe the pipes do the closest it'll insert, and then the farther one it'll go in there. So I think it attempts to, as it goes down the thing, it attempts to do that. We'll cover that back up, and then I have it going into this barrel of charcoal, because obviously this is not fast enough. This is cooking way much faster, and what this was doing was stopping and starting every time this kind of needed another batch of charcoal. So I just have a conveyor belt on the side of this machine pulling in. So yeah, I can even just show that really quick. But you've seen that a few times. if I move this, there is a conveyor belt set to import on that side. So yeah, that's my basic setup. Now I put about 32 logs in here, or about 30 logs, and I've gone up to 35. So I'm actually producing a net gain here. This is actually going up from my farm, even though just kind of watching it, it doesn't seem like it's doing much, but I actually do have a net gain. So that's good to know. And it's just a small 7x7. So I was a bit worried I wasn't producing enough, but yeah. We're up to 6 of these. I still have 40 or 37,000. Yeah, 37,000 seconds. And I'm up to 6 double compressed. So I'm definitely going to be adding another compressor downstairs. But anyway, today I need to, I would like to get some more progression. And I think I'm going to, let me figure out what I want to do next. Alright, so we are back, and just took a couple minutes to kind of look over what I want to do. And obviously I'm probably going to get these done eventually, maybe. I don't know how much I'm going to do Ender IO. I would like to stay as much in Gregtech as possible, and that is a bit of a pain, cooking up all this dark steel. But what I want to do is work on either of these quests. Probably the sodium persulfate. I don't know how to say that. So the sodium persulfate can be made an electrolyzer out of sodium bisulfate, and that's made with sulfuric acid and salt in a chemical reactor. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to need what's it called again? Alright, so this, I'm going to need that. So it looks like I'm going to get hydrogen. I have so much hydrogen that I don't even use. Alright, so I need an electrolyzer and a chemical reactor. Looks like pretty easy. Although getting the sulfuric acid in the reactor is another story. Alright, so I guess I'm going to craft up a... yeah, I guess we'll do... Do I want a separate... The question is, do I want a separate setup for this? Yeah, because this is kind of like... See, I'm producing hydrogen here as well. I think... I also want... The reason I want this is for the circuit boards. I need this to progress. So, chemical reactor. So I think I'm going to do two chemical reactors and a electrolyzer, I think. Yeah, so let me kind of figure out the logistics of this, where I'm going to put it, and I will come back when I have the stuff crafted up. Alright, I have been crafting up a bunch of stuff here, and I think I have most of the stuff I need here, but we shall see. I replaced these cables and I forgot to connect the compressor. So that wasn't really... It was saying it didn't have enough power and I was a bit confused. Now my wood has actually dropped down quite a bit, but then I will get a bunch of trees growing and it'll jump way back up again. But we shall see if that is actually net positive. Might not be. Anyway, so we got chemical reactor, electrolyzer, and a couple fluid canners here. Now it would be much easier if I had the multi-block chemical reactors and stuff, so I wouldn't have to worry about the cans, but I think I'm just going to kind of put it right here. I'm not sure. This is getting a bit messy down here, but the other option is kind of put it along here, maybe. Have the things go down, but I think I'm just going to go off this line. Anyway, so I think... Alright, so the sodium... So I need to make this first, and then this is made with salt and sulfuric acid. Now I have sulfuric acid in cans, so I think I can actually... We'll put... chemical reactor there. We'll have it connected to the back. Should I do this in a row or should I do it like that? It's a little more compact if I do it that way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do it like in a row. So fluid canner will be these. Now I don't know how I'm gonna get this over here. This is definitely I don't know yet. So this will empty the fluid cans and put the sulfuric acid in there. Then I need to add salt, and I'm going to quickly... I'm going to make a circuit really quick. I'm almost out of those resistors. Do I have... Am I out of redstone? I know I'm getting low. I should throw... Do I even have redstone? Ooh, I need to go farm up some redstone. I think you have enough. Alright, so the sodium, what was it, bisulfate? Needs a 1. And alright, so there we go, the 1. Oh, I need to grab some salt too while I'm up here. I do have salt, right? Saltpeter. Oh my goodness, do I not have salt? No. Just regular old salt. Yeah, I was like, I thought I did. Thought I had it processed. We'll just let that go for a little bit. Okay, so that gets that in there, that in there. This goes in there with the salt, and that produces sodium bisulfate. Now we can just do, we'll do that to the right, item output into the electrolyzer. I shift right click on there, that'll automatically connect it. Alright, So that will get us the sodium bisulfate in there, and then I have hydrochloric acid in there that I have got to figure out what to do with. I guess I'll probably just add a new tank. I don't know how much of this well, yeah, hydrochloric acid is actually quite helpful in a few things. No, I used all the tanks. Yeah, I may do another tank. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but yeah. So salt goes in there. Did I do this wrong? Wait, I think I just put the wrong... Wait a second. Yeah, sulfuric acid, not hydrochloric acid. Or I just... Well, I just screwed that up a bit. Alright, so I was thinking this hydrogen sulfide was sulfuric acid. Isn't there a way to turn this into... Is there no way to turn this into... sulfuric acid? Alright, change of plan here. Sulfuric acid is... all sorts of craziness. Water and sulfur trioxide. Water and sulfur trioxide. Okay, so this got a little more complicated than I realized. Alright, let me think about this for a second and we will be back. Alright, I have... It's not the end of the world, but I had to craft a couple more machines here. I figured we're going this route, why not continue? The other... the iron one might be easier. But yeah, why not? We'll try this way. Now it looks like I could be doing this completely wrong, but if we add... I'm trying to get this hydrogen sulfide to sulfuric acid, and it doesn't look like there is any way. It's sulfur dioxide, does that go? Yeah. So what I'm thinking is in the chemical reactor we'll add water. That turns into diluted. I can add a distillery. Fluid auto output that to the distillery, and the distillery with a circuit of 1 will turn the 75 millibuckets down to 50 actual sulfuric acid, which will go in... no, not that. Go in the chemical reactor. Now I'm going to have to replace a couple of these cables, just because I'm going to have more machines. I thought I was only going to have 4 machines, but now I'm going to have more. We won't put that on there yet. Shoot, I do need another... one more circuit. I'm getting so quick at these, and I'm out of these circuits. Or the resistors. I need to go make some more. No, you're out too. Keep running out of stuff here. Thought I was prepared. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I think I need one more ×8 alloy cable. But I'll worry about that in a second. Now, I am draining quite a bit of power here. I've got all sorts of stuff running. I have a feeling it's put in there. Yeah, it did. How would I get that? I guess I can get it out like that. Do I have anywhere to put it though? Yeah. Alright, and I said I needed a 1, didn't I? Yeah, I think so. Alright, now I just gotta make sure I don't blow up these cables. Alright, so that's sulfuric acid. To the right. Fluid output. I'm gonna put that in there. This goes in here with the salt, and then this turns it into this. Now the hydrochloric acid. No. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have a pump on top. Probably exporting, I think. Yeah. I think export, yeah. Alright. Because the hydrochloric acid, and then I will have that over here and put into a tank somehow, or maybe even underneath. I may go underneath. Would probably be easier, but I'll leave that there so I remember to do that. And then the bisulfate dust is in an electrolyzer. Yeah, I just gotta be careful I don't run more than 4 machines until I... Well, actually I can... I'll switch this out right now. I may put this up one, and yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably do this. I'll move it right now. So, fluid canner there, going down into the chemical reactor, which will go there. Is that right? Yep, and then I may just have to manually put the water into this. And this is getting confusing here. Alright, so hydrogen sulfide will go in there. I'll manually put the water in there for now. I'll put like a stack. This turns it into diluted. This turns it into regular. And that gets me the sodium bisulfates with the hydrochloric acid. We will put that to the right item output. That'll put that in there. Then this one is the empty cell. Will go in there. Is it not connected? It is not connected. I always think I did something wrong when it doesn't go. Although it's not going. There it goes. And that will get me this sodium persulfate or whatever. The only problem is I'm not running these permanently yet. So I'm not getting an unlimited supply of the hydrogen sulfide. And hydrochloric acid I can actually use for the other one, if I remember correctly. I don't remember where. But anyway, there's the sodium persulfate. Sodium persulfate. And the question is, what do I want to do with this? I was thinking, for now, I'm just going to throw this on the back. Fluid output to the right. And there's my sodium persulfates. I have 2 in there, I can do that. The only problem is I didn't get the... Might as well just do that. Yeah, I didn't get the sulfuric acid. I'll have to kind of do that. I don't know how to finish that quest. But anyway, so that is the sodium persulfate. And then, oh man, I need to complete this quest. Let me finish this quest really quick. I will probably have to move. I'm gonna have to move this around, I think. Yeah, but I need to get this running as well, so I can get this stuff. Anyway, this is gonna take me a minute, so let me cut here and we'll be back. So I kind of created a tank with a pump on it, which will extract or import. It's kind of like a Ender IO. What are those tanks? I can't remember the. Yeah, fluid tank, which I could just make because these are pretty easy to make, and this would be much easier. But I'm kind of doing it with like a Gregtech thing. Now I'm gonna have this up here. So if I remember correctly, I'll put that in there. Should have another one. Yep. So that goes down into there. We add water to it. It goes to the right. That turns it into regular sulfuric acid. And then I will auto output it to the top so I can finish this quest, and then I'll just put it back in. Do it up the top. Yep. The only problem with these is it always goes down facing this direction. Like no matter where I put it, if I'm facing this way or that way, this is always gonna be facing that direction. Alright. Second, well, I misjudged that. I thought I had 2 of them. Alright, so gotta wait for the. Oh, wait, did I? No, that's a different quest. That is over here, isn't it? Yep, there it is. I'm gonna leave that so I don't get more stuff in my inventory. Alright, so false alarm. I gotta wait for one more I need 12 more buckets of this, so this has got to wait for that to go. But I did, just looking through the NEI, I did find if you wanted to go this route, you can do hydrogen sulfide. If you add oxygen to it, you get hydrogen dioxide. And then if you add more oxygen to it, you get sulfur trioxide. Then you can add water to that, and you get sulfuric acid. And it's a 1-to-1 ratio, whereas the way I'm doing it now, I'm actually... Oh, that's where I messed up, because water with the hydrogen sulfide gets you 750, so you lose 25% here. And then distilling this, you lose, what, 20, or you lose a bunch more. So that's where I ended up, how I miscalculated. So you definitely lose a lot in the conversion, but yeah, it's a little easier, I think, than multiple chemical reactors. Anyway, let me finish this up, and then we will come back when I finish the quest. And I got the last of the sulfuric acid, and I think I need salt on me as well. Plenty of salt. Probably stop that. I don't remember how much I needed. 8. Alright. Guess we'll take oxygen. Alright, so there is that finished. I can put that in there. Oh, yeah, I couldn't even remember if I could put that in there, but it does drain. Alright, so now my bags are completely full and got all sorts of stuff. I did throw down this combustion engine, and I actually just have it connected to my battery because I was struggling a little bit with power with all the stuff running. But that kind of gives me an idea that maybe I should start using light fuel as power as well, not just steam, even though I have so much charcoal now. I did throw down another compressor for that as well. Anyway, so there we go. That is the sodium persulfate, and then I will throw it down here on the end, another chemical reactor. It doesn't really need to be, doesn't need to be a 4. Oh well, I'll throw a 4 on the end. And then let's get this put in the chemical reactor. So I'm just going to do this temporary. That should put it in there. All right, perfect. Get rid of that. And then, yeah. All right, and then this is for the circuit boards. I don't know. I could actually do this right now, can I? No, that needs sulfuric acid. So I need 2 things of sulfuric acid. Okay, so that kind of didn't realize that. But the main reason I wanted to get this stuff was for the circuit boards. So now I can do one of these plus one of these. There we go. So instead of the 8 or the 4 ingots of gold per 1 circuit board, I can now do this recipe in the chemical reactor. So just 1 gold. And there we go. It uses 200, so not the best ratio with all the kind of infrastructure you have to put in here. That can actually move. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7 machines to do this. But since gold is a little difficult to get, this makes it much better for circuit boards. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, haven't quite decided. I think maybe getting into a bit of fuel production, setting up something to get a little more power, because steam works. But yeah, maybe try something, a new source of power. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.